Hi guys, this is Fei Wu from Feisworld Media, and in this video, I'm going to exercise and show you how Neil Patel's one method, which is called how to get 4 million visits per month with just one simple keyword hack. For an average website like mine, which is called Feisworld.com, and I say average in comparison to someone like Neil Patel or neilpatel.com is legitimate because he has over 2,000 highly ranked articles he's written in the past. But for us, the monthly visits for most websites are going to be, let's just say, well below 10,000 visits, or in some cases, in my case, which is well below 5,000 visits. So let's talk about how to engage with your audience, how to make SEO really work in your favor using this technique. So number one is that you need to go to neilpatel.com, or another way to get to it more easily is called the Ubersuggest. So once you search or Google for Ubersuggest, the first thing that comes up is this tool right here. And what you need to do is just simply type in your website. For me, it's feisworld.com. And once I hit search, for example, it's going to give me all the data that I'm looking for. By the way, not all of these options are going to be available. So what I want to do right now is actually show you what can be available. So I'm going to use an incognito window. And once again, I'm going to go to Google search and search for Ubersuggest, just to make sure that I'm not recording a video you're not going to be able to benefit from right away. So let's close that. Feisworld search. Register for free to get more keyword suggestions and all that. So I am not going to do that just yet. So as you can see, you need to sign in with Google in order to see the full results here. Definitely highly recommended. But before I get there, looks like I'm able to see still a bunch of results. So the good news is you can actually still get a lot of data with this free account, including the things that we will be talking and referring to in this video, such as top pages. So top pages and keywords are these two options that we focus on. Just one thing about this, if I may just offer my 2 cents here, is I find these icons to be not very helpful, to be honest, because they're all kind of similar. So for that reason, as you're hovering over, you'll be able to see what they're about, or you can click on this menu item here. So in addition to the icon, you can actually see the labeling as well. So let's get started. The step one of what Neil Patel is suggesting is really learn about what your top pages are. So let's use my website, Feisworld, as an example. Feisworld.com. My top pages, at least in the past 30 days, and I know that basically it's been the case for quite a number of months, are these articles. Bobby Parrish, who's a YouTuber, when I interviewed him, he only had 100,000 subscribers, and now he has over 1 million. So one of those kind of not an overnight success. It took him many years, but definitely a relatable story people are searching for. The second is how to upload and share large files over 25 megabytes in China. Third is Nonstop Dan, who also happens to be a YouTuber. Fourth is how to obtain music licensing. You get the idea. So that's number one, to truly understand the visits and SEO that's favoring the content on your page. Now, step two is take a look at the keywords. These are the keywords that are driving, these are the keyword ideas that are driving some of the visits to Feisworld.com. And you will see that based on, let's say somebody searched for Flav City, which is the website or the brand under Bobby Parrish. He's the creator. So once people search for Flav City, they will notice that the position of Feisworld.com is in position number 46. So this position, the URL is ranked in Google search. Now, there's something called the SEO difficulty, estimated competition in organic search. The higher the number, the more competitive. So right now, it's still fairly competitive. Now, there's something else, which is people are searching for Bobby Parrish, the creator. Now look at the position. So I am basically on the first page of Google search. While the volume is still fairly high, I'm also ranking higher. So estimated visits, this is the estimated traffic to the web page from Google for this particular term. And this is a monthly visit estimation. Now you'll notice, like, of course, if you write for things such as diet or how to get fit in general, how to make more money, those things gonna have much higher estimated monthly visits. However, you also have much higher competition to create content for. Now, that basically gives you the idea of what these terms are ranking and how Feisworld is doing, relatively speaking, in position of these Google search results. I wish I can really sort by them, but these are the most popular, and these are kind of the competition right here. Now, the second thing is I've been told to go to Google Search Console, and now you can see Feisworld.com. If you haven't registered for Google Search Console, I highly recommend that you do, and it's completely free. And once you do this, by the way, it will take a few days to up to a week for these results to come through, because as you can imagine, when you sign up for a service, they're not going to have all the data and insights for you right away. Now, under performance, what you also see is now it's saying updated 19 hours ago, and you're able to see the performance on my page, but these are the search queries that are leading people to my page. You'll see a lot of similarities to sort of what you just saw. For example, the Bobby Parrish, Nonstop Dan. These are the things that we talked about. A Bobby Parrish wiki page. These are the things that people searched for that didn't necessarily show up yet on as part of the keywords here under my Ubersuggest. And if you go down, you'll see other basically other search terms that people are searching for, such as Bobby Parrish education, credentials. I think I remember people searching for his wife as well. So what then Neil Patel is suggesting is that you want to combine these keywords so you have a more holistic approach. So for example, I'm going to grab Bobby Parrish, which is a very popular search term. And what I'm going to do is go to keyword ideas. And also there's something called content ideas, but I'm going to go to keyword ideas. And then under keyword ideas, I will search for Feisworld. So it looks like somehow I need a refresh. It's a little hooked on Steven Shapiro website, but I'm going to change that to Feisworld. Oh, that's really interesting. All right, so under keywords, if I search for, so here you can see that please enter a keyword word domain. So here I'm going to search for Bobby Parrish. So now it's going to give me a number of keyword ideas I can then use and add to my blog post. So now you can see that these are our 184 keywords. And what they're doing is basically they're comparing based on search volume, CPC, which is cost per click, and this is average cost per click if you want to pay Google to be seen as an ad. So for us, that's not as relevant. And these are the SEO difficulty to rank for. So for example, on this landing page here, out of this, so what I want to do is use these keywords, but I'm gonna pay attention to the search volume. So I don't want to add keywords that people aren't really searching for, but gladly these are fairly reasonable. And then I want these basically the SEO difficulty to be relatively low. So for example, it will be hard for me to rank for the search term Bobby Parrish cookbook, because I don't believe I talked about it extensively, but I may have. It's an interview I did a while back. But everything else seems pretty normal. So it looks like anything related to his book may not be something easy to rank for. So now the easy part is I can click on and select all the keywords recommended, and I can say copy to clipboard. I can also export to CSV. Now what I can do is log into my website and then find the article that is super popular with Bobby Parrish. Another thing, by the way, we're gonna focus on adding the keywords first, but it's also very important for you to consider possibly rewriting your article and make it more relevant. So the example that Neil Patel used is, for example, if this article is about Bobby Parrish, who's a YouTuber entrepreneur who wrote a book, then there's an opportunity for me to elaborate on some of these areas. For example, as part of a longer interview, Bobby spoke directly to what it's like to be working with his wife, the book that they're working on, healthy meals that they put together, some of the common or frequently asked questions. I can definitely surface that as part of the blog post. The more useful it can be, the more you can stop other websites who also talk about Bobby Parrish to not have to basically avoid your website, and they'll come straight here. So what am I going to do is, again, remember, click to clipboard and then or select the ones that are most relevant. Actually, now I think about it, I have a feeling that with a lot of these keywords I'm not going to rank really well for, so I think it's actually good to be selective, because as I'm scrolling through I realize he had a kid in between our interview, but we didn't really talk extensively about his kid. So let me go ahead and actually go through. Net worth we didn't talk about. Meal prep. Flav City. Keto isn't something we talked about too extensively. YouTube, definitely. Biography, where he came from. Bobby Parrish, YouTube, great. Credentials, nationality, we didn't talk about. Age, we actually did. Education, bone broth, Costco. So some of this content I can tell it's actually kind of new. Bobby Parrish reviews, grocery list, Amazon baby, married. Oh my God, people are really going into details. Instant Pot. So I think that's actually good. I realize that I don't have to necessarily choose every keyword, and I don't want to be inauthentic, for the keywords to rank and for people to arrive on the page and realize that we didn't talk about anything like that at all. I don't think that's good. So let's keep it just to those keywords right now. I'll come back to right here and I'm gonna copy.